if you want to be good at something, you're just going to have to do it better. And that's really just the case of it. Welcome to and back to my channel. My name is Lentrina, the Budget Better Sister, and I am sharing with you my real budgeting experience, my real financial numbers, because I want to take you along this journey so that you can also gain control over your finances, be able to pay your bills on time, save money, and overall just make some better financial decisions. So let's go ahead and get into this video today. Now, I am going to show you something that is a part of my budgeting routine. Tonight, we are going to go through a paycheck budget because my paycheck is coming up this current week, and I want to show you what I do that has allowed me to really start seeing results in my finances. And I feel like I'm at this place in life where I'm not starting from the very beginning, but I do feel like I am starting over with my budgeting plans and things of that nature, just because things change, things shift. So I have to make adjustments where adjustments needs to be made. So you get to see me kind of rebuild this budget strategy, and you get to walk along this journey. And I want you to feel encouraged and empowered to start your budgeting journey as well. Okay. So these worksheets are my digital budget better planner worksheets. As you can see, I printed them off. I put them in a binder dedicated to my financial transformation. And tonight we're going to walk through this paycheck budget. Like I said, I'm going to show you what I do. This kind of helps me stay focused on my goals. It helps me control my finances, like I said before, because if you do not know, I don't think I really talked about this too much on this channel yet, but I started budgeting because all of my bills used to be late, okay? I did not have a savings plan. I was not making smarter financial decisions. I was an impulsive spender, and there were a lot of things that were contributing to my financial mess. So I decided to start taking control over my finances, and I set some financial goals. And when I started this budgeting journey, I just wanted to be able to pay the bills on time. That's how much that I was drowning, and I did not have an emergency savings. I couldn't enjoy the simple things in life with my family and my friends. So I decided that, you know what, I am about to take control over my finances. My money is no longer going to keep telling me where it's going. I'm about to start telling money where it's going. Okay. If you get that drift, let me know in the comments. What I like to do before the paycheck even comes in is get an estimate, get an overview of where this money needs to go when it hits my account. This helps me stay in control because, like I said, I'm a recovering impulsive spender. So usually, not usually, but in the past, before I started my budgeting journey, I would get paid and I didn't think about any bills or expenses that was due with that paycheck. I was going to get me a good lunch. I was ordering some shoes. I was making plans, buying concert tickets, all type of things, right? I had created this pattern of bad habits that when I became a mother and started to build my own family, I'm like, these habits that I have absolutely cannot stay. Like, I'm going to have to make some adjustments, and it's really been a long road coming. So I just wanted to share this journey with you, as I stated, for you to start taking your financial wellness seriously and start doing what's necessary to protect you and your family, because this economy is crazy. Yes, we're living in a crazy times. Most of us are experiencing more expenses and bills and we have income. And I just want to tell you, if that is your situation, I want you to know your current situation is not your final destination. Okay, I know that it could feel like you're walking through a dark valley and you don't know where to start, you don't know where to go. I want to be the voice to tell you that there is light on the other side of the tunnel. There is peace, there is security, there is wellness and what you're looking for. The only thing that you have to do, and this may sound cliche, but you have to decide to take control. You have to decide that this is what you want. You want to be in control. You want to be able to live a certain lifestyle. Really envision that and picture it in your life. Like, where are you going to be within the next 2-3 years from now, even 5 years from now? And then you're going to be more motivated to really start doing the work. Your situation is not going to change unless you get better at changing the situation. Okay. So So without further ado, let's go ahead, jump into this video. Let's talk about how I do my paycheck budget before I actually receive the funds. And when I do receive my funds, there will be another video showing you what the actual numbers were, what the difference was, with the date that I pay everything. Listen, I am really taking y'all on this journey with me, and I am not perfect. I am not where I want to be financially, but I know and I strongly believe that if I continue with my budgeting routine, if I continue to keep my goals ahead of me, if I continue to just get in alignment, that things will work itself out when I continue to put the work in. Okay. So, with that being said, here's what I like to do. Before I receive my paycheck, I like to go ahead and do an estimate. I have been working some overtime hours this week, so I am budgeting my paycheck to be about $1,600. And then I put my time period in here. So this is October 7th to October 19th. I am paid bi-weekly, and I only use my employer income for my budget. I do not include my side hustle income, any other income, that gifts, other businesses, any funds that I receive. I do not include this in my budget. I only include what I work, because I want to make sure that I'm able to maintain my habits no matter what the income is, because I have a goal to reach, right? And I need to pay off some debt. I need to save a certain amount of money. So I just want to make sure that I am handling what I need to handle with my main source of income, and then any income that I receive on the side will be allocated to paying off debt or saving challenges, which I kind of use. I do use my savings challenges to pay off debt, and you will see those steps as well. So make sure that you stay tuned to the community. So far, if you're still here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel already. Like this video, and make sure you share with another social media mommy, a friend, a family member who can use these budgeting tips as well. All right, so let's get back to it. So I did estimate it to be about $1,600. I put down the dates that I'm going to be compensated for, and then I'm going to list out all the expenses that I need to take care of with that paycheck. Now, here's how I'm going to make sure that I'm staying on track. So I go back to my monthly bill calendar, which this worksheet is completed in the beginning of the month. I put down all of the bills that are due on the due date and how much they are. Now, one of the first things that I do is I actually put down my pay dates, and I put those in green, because my pay dates are going to tell me which bills I need to take care of in between that bi-weekly period. And then that way, once I get my paycheck budget worksheet, all I'm going to do is come in and see what bills need to be taken care of with that paycheck, and I'm going to list it here on my expense side. Okay, so let's go through this and see how much money I have to contribute to my bills and expenses. So we have my rent that I have to pay. All right, so every 2 weeks is getting $400 to $500. The Wi-Fi is $56 this month. The light bill is $115 this month. Now this, I'm actually gonna put a red asterisk by it, because I'm still paying for my old place, so I'm paying 2 light bills. So if you see our other videos, you will see the light bill does have to receive funds every 2 weeks at this time. I didn't just necessarily ignore the light bill at the other place, but I wasn't in the best situation financially. So I kept putting this bill off. So now I have to make sure that I pay that down, because I'm going to always need lights. I need to use this company. So yes, we have to make sure that I take care of this debt. So right now it is going into my expenses until that is completely paid off. So it's kind of like I'm playing the catch up game with it, but it's not behind. I'm just paying for two separate bills at this time. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions. This is a CD money market loan that I have to increase and improve my credit score. That's the only reason why I got it. So what a secure money market CD is, it's basically like a CD. It's basically like a secure credit card, but it's a CD that they call it. It's with a financial institution. Yours may have one. So I'm earning a little bit of interest on it, not much interest, but the main benefit of having this loan was to help me increase and improve my credit score. So I do have that for the next 24 months, and I can lower the payments if I need to, or I can end it early without any early termination fees and things of that nature. So that's a benefit for me. I'm doing this for a little while because your girl has a big goal, and yeah, we need that credit score stable, and we need it healthy, and I need a pretty looking score. Okay, so next thing I have to pay this pay period is my Navy Federal Credit Union credit card. I have to pay the $55. Now this one has been like a variable depending on how much I am spending. So I like to break the payments into half. So I would put $50 before the due date, and then I would add the rest of it before the closing date. So this one is actually going to be the closing date. And then I have my self-lender credit card, which is $35. And I talked about those secure credit cards in a previous video. So make sure that you go back and check it out if you are looking for ways to increase and improve your credit score as well. And then this is my debt, my City of Chicago tickets. I do have to pay them $71 this pay period. And I'll be so glad when I am done with this. I actually have a savings challenge right now to help me pay off that debt. So I'm going to keep you guys posted on that as well. So make sure that you are staying tuned for the savings challenges as well. And then I have subscriptions down here. So all of my subscriptions are due around the same time, and I'm totaling out to $63.97. And I am going to allocate $100 towards the grocery bill this paycheck period. This is what I like to do before the funds are deposited, as I stated earlier in this video, because it already builds a habit of what needs to be taken care of, what is priority for me, and then I can get a ballpark figure on how much I am going to save towards my sinking funds or to pay off any debt. So when I actually do receive my paycheck, I am going to make another video and show you the actual numbers, show you the difference, the date of when I paid it, just like I did on the previous paycheck budget worksheet. So as you can see, this is how it looks. Just to show you really briefly how it looks. Same thing. You see, I paid the light bill at the other location. It was 90. Well, no, this was my location for $94.65, and this other one is the old apartment. So you see how it was on point. It was $94.65. The difference was 0, and that's the date that I paid it. Okay, so that's how it will look once it's all completed. I'll have actual numbers in my income, expenses, and what the difference was, what I actually did and what I budgeted for, so I can see where I need to, kind of make adjustments on these calculations so that I can get better with planning my budget and getting ahead of the game so that I can control my finances. So I hope this information was helpful for you. Let me know if you have any questions about anything about budgeting. How do you start? If you're feeling indifferent about it, I really want us to start opening up in this community. I know that I'm still growing my community, but if you feel it on your heart to just speak and to say that you are ready to start budgeting, then I embrace you, and I hope you embrace this financial lifestyle that you are about to embark, because this is going to be amazing. But I want us to be a community where we support one another, where we encourage one another, and we help each other get through the hard times, because it is hard out here. And the last thing that a lot of us want to talk about is controlling our finances, because we feel like we can't do it. We feel like it's so much going on. How in that world am I going to budget a paycheck when I can barely afford food? But let me tell you, when you just commit and stop making those excuses, yes, they are excuses. Stop making excuses. Stop playing the blame game and take control. Own your power and walk in your power. And I'm telling you that your confidence will flow over into your finances. I pray that this video reaches the right people and that you really take serious your financial lifestyle and you get ready to embrace this challenge, embrace this change. And let me just say this before I end this video. I'm not just showing you my real financial numbers to say I want to make money off social media or I want to sell you a product and all these other things. No, I actually want to be a positive impact in my community. And I want you to see like what my numbers are so that you can believe that it is possible for you too. Therapy for me as well. This is keeping me accountable because I know that there is somebody else who could use my voice, who could use these strategies and these tips because they are looking for a way out. So I'm not just doing this to make a monetary gain. Yes, we all need to make more money, but my number one reason for doing what I do is because I want to help you. I want you to thrive, and I want us all to thrive financially together. So yeah, that's what your girl got until I drop the next video about budgeting and controlling that moolah. You know what to do, and if you don't, as always, girl, just come budget better.